All right. So I'm gonna share with you all about my experience with the Creator, with Yah. It was up. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze here. It was high up in these mountains. I can't really. The location really doesn't matter here, but it was the night before my brother had passed away. We got there pretty late at night. We were up there in the mountains. I got out of the vehicle and fear, the presence of the Almighty, the Creator. It was a very fearful feeling. I felt so small, so tiny in His presence. And it was a great fear that came over me. And as I was uneasy and I was fearful, like fear and trembling basically, then all of a sudden I felt the anger too great, like you knew that you were in the presence of something greater than yourself and powerful, majestic. And you felt like I felt so small and in such reverence and awe, you know, as His presence took me over, and I felt His overwhelming love that enveloped me and filled me with such a peace. His love. Now, during this time, I had no idea that I was going to lose my brother. I had no idea. But I just so happened to be at this mountain. And the way that the moon was casting its light onto the mountain glowed, like it glistened, and it was shining. These special quartz or some type of rock, like all the rocks that were in this mountain, were lit up and shining. During this special time, when the moon was casting its light onto the side of the mountain, everything was glistening up. The whole entire mountain was lit up. And I went over there and I captured, I got to grab some of these rocks because I don't know, at the time I thought that I was going to be able to hold on to these and, share it as a testimony with others, So, and I had no idea what was going on, but I knew I was in the presence of the Almighty, the Creator. And so I grabbed a couple rocks because He let me, and I took it with me. I put it in a bag because it was such a, oh my gosh, powerful moment. And I put it in a bag and we left, a lot of things took place, a lot of supernatural things happened at that time. It was miraculous, and it was obviously the works of Almighty, yeah. Well, we left, and actually, no, we stayed there. I'm sorry. I spent the night there. There was like nobody around, and we got up at like I think it was 5 or 6 in the morning. I get a phone call from my father, and my father's in tears, crying, you know, and he tells me that my brother's gone. And I remember just breaking down, crying, and so sorrowful, so sad. I couldn't believe it, you know? Couldn't believe I lost my brother. And, but there was something inside me that Yah had placed inside me. When I heard my brother was gone, I no longer feared death. He placed that in me. And he comforted me before any of that took place. He came to me and visited me in the presence of where I was at to make me strong, to be able to handle it. Now my brother's name means gift of Yah. So it was a very, very significant thing that happened, you know. And so we went home, drove thousands and thousands of miles home to be there for my family and everything. And I know it's gonna sound crazy, but what appeared in the sky above us was a cross, a big giant cross. And I know that that was a sign from the Father that everything's okay. You know, He's with me. You don't have to, you don't have to worry. He's with me. I took him home, you know? And, I mean, I still mourn for him, and I still miss my brother so much. And he appears in my dreams when it comes to showing me things about the end times. So does my mother, which my mother passed away. And she comes to me in my dreams too about the end times, like, you know, revealing things that are going to happen. And I guess basically just to let me know like everything's going to be okay, and as a way to comfort me, you know. Yeah, allows them to do that. But yeah, all this stuff had taken place. And when I had come back from that experience on the mountain, and I came back, and, you know, my whole family is in sorrow, and they were crying and stuff like that. We showed them all the rocks that we had gotten, and that they were shining, they were glistening. But for some reason, when we had taken them out of the bag, they no longer shined, they no longer glistened, because it was just the way that that moon was hitting the mountain at that particular moment. When Yah appeared and he showed up was only when the whole side of the mountain was glistening. And, you know, and so these rocks no longer did that anymore. But I was telling them about this experience. We were telling them about this experience, and they just, like, you know, were like, wow. And some of them had looks on their faces. I want some of those rocks. I'm like, here, you know, take some. It's just it's about the experience, you know? And I guess sharing a testimony with people really, really builds their faith. And especially when miraculous things like that happened. And, just the message and the comfort that he gave us, the peace that he gave us about the whole entire thing. And, yeah, so all that took place. And, what else? Oh, so I'm at the funeral. And my mom's friend had approached me. I was telling her about the whole experience. She says that, that happens once in a lifetime, right? And I said, what do you mean? She says, there's a book that was written about that is a significant experience that you had. And that happens once in a lifetime. And I said, really? She says, yeah. There's a book that was written about it. And I said, wow. I already, no question in my mind that I was in the presence of the Almighty. And is he different than Yahusha? He definitely means business, that's for sure. He's definitely to be revered, to be respected, and, because he is so holy, he could completely destroy. But yet, like, his love and his mercy, his wave of love and mercy came over me. And, I was just, like, so grateful for that love and the mercy that he showed me. But he definitely showed me that he is to be feared, And if anybody were to ever have that experience, it would definitely change you, But they are one and the same, but they, his son has the love and the mercy of the Father. The Father and the Son are one, but the Father is to be feared. Yahuwah is to be feared, but he's also a very loving and merciful and gracious Father, But it is true about the beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yah, the Most High. So I thought I would just share that with you all. And I hope that it blesses somebody today. And yeah, I never talked about this experience, but it was an experience that I had, and I will cherish it forever. I definitely know and understand the kind of power and authority and how, like, insignificant and small we are compared to his presence that is so, I was in complete awe. And yet he's powerful and he's strong and he's holy, and you don't want to take that love that he has for granted through his son, Yahusha. And because we have Yahusha, that's why we can be in the full presence of the Almighty. But we'll all, have to face judgment according to how we lived our lives, and if we listened and obeyed him, and judge according to our righteousness. So I'll see you next time. Shalom.